Hey guys, so today I want to share with you 4 tips to help you market yourself. And I just learned this and I thought it was really interesting to me, and I think that it would be very interesting to you as well. Tip number 1 is go to events that interest you. And I know in my last video I told you about going to networking events and all of that, and definitely go to those to get more experience, getting yourself out there, talking to people, and just explaining what you like to do and how to ask questions to them. That way it helps you and it also gives you more exposure to the public. So tip number 1, go to events that interest you. That way you can talk more about it, and then you can have a deeper conversation with people about a particular subject in that field. So an event that I would go to would be about programming, because I enjoy writing code. Yeah, so I would just go to meetup.com and then look for coding events around Cedar Rapids. Then when I get to the programming event, I say like, I was wondering like, what frameworks are you using right now? And then I just get them talking about it, and then that turns into a deeper conversation. Once I find that topic I can go into more detail with. I just go to those networking events that interest you and also that is basically related to your field, whatever you're looking for. Tip number 2 is wear something interesting. When I wear this t-shirt, people say like, hey, that's Shazam, and I was like, no, it's not Shazam, but thanks for like the compliment. And that way more people are coming to you rather than you going to them. This way you don't have to do a lot of going to them and talking to them. Then that way you get more attention on you and more people come and talk to you, and it's a much easier experience at the networking event. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Just try it out, see what happens, wear something interesting, wear your favorite t-shirt. Like, wear a favorite t-shirt that a lot of people comment on and you think that it would be appropriate to wear to that event. So tip number 3 is get people to talk. And I told you this in my last video as well, that people love to talk about themselves. So definitely ask these 2 questions. What brings you here and what are you looking for? These 2 questions are always really good conversation starters, because or not just conversation starters, they're more of question to get another person talking. So this really helps because once they start talking, all you need to do is sit back and listen. And once they start talking about a topic that you are interested in, then chime in and say like, hey, I'm interested in that topic, and just give your 2 cents about that topic. Gary Vee says use the $1.80 rule on Instagram, and it really works. People like to hear some feedback on what they think about the topic, and then that just turns into like a friendly argument. So one topic is really good is that you can talk about ethics and ethics in movies and stuff about the Matrix. What do you think about the Matrix? Are we stuck in a simulation or are we still awake? I mean, we could be anything, right? I mean, it could be that we are stuck in a simulation because that's what Elon Musk thinks. Yeah, I mean, that's a conversation that you could have, and I love having that conversation. So if you want to talk to me about it, I'm all ears. This way, the person that you are speaking with has a higher chance of remembering you when you follow up, because they had that meaningful conversation with you and they remember you at that event. Yep. Okay, so next tip is tip number 4 is be the matchmaker. And I never thought of this before because I'm guilty of this as well. So many times people have a conversation to see what they can get for themselves, and I am definitely guilty of that. I usually try to get something for myself, but nowadays I've been trying to be the matchmaker as well. If there is a person that you are talking with and you know somebody who is a perfect fit for what they are looking for, definitely get them in contact. This way it helps that other person that you are introducing, and also it helps you because you're growing your network twofold. This way you build a better rapport with the person you initially spoke with and the person you are introducing. That way it definitely helps you to build your network faster and bigger at the same time. So another thing that I recently heard was that your network is your net worth. Basically means that however bigger your network is, the more valuable you are. And that's really important because in this world, like I told you in the last video, it's who you know more than what you know. And it really works. I mean, the more people you know, the bigger your network, and the bigger your net worth. That's why famous people are so valuable. Like, it's really interesting. But yeah, I mean, yep, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and like if this was valuable to you. Hope it helps you. I'm gonna try and keep posting these kind of networking advice videos, and look forward to seeing you on the next one. Peace out.